In other news, men. Um, I've started making some friends-only entries in my live journal that are sort of starting to be, well, I've only written two. They're starting to mention my sex life, but it's something it's something I'm not quite ready to, like, I don't know. I'll say what I really want. I really want to see Streetcar Driver again, so that I know if anything's going on there, if anything could. But as it was pointed out to me recently, it would help if I left the apartment and if I took the streetcar. And it's funny to me because it's true. And I'm learning so much about myself regarding how I feel about sex and relationships. I'm finding out that I'm okay with casual sex with guys where there's a definite, this is sex, we're having sex, and that's it. Even if the person's nice and there's dinner or food or a gift or something, whatever, even if that happened, or there's niceties and hugs or talking, like conversation, when it's understood this is sex and that's it, I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with friends with benefits. Go figure. And friends with benefits would be safer. But I find that with friends with benefits, if I do the friends part and the sex, it totally, I don't want to do that, because I start to care and I start to think, I start to talk myself into liking them more than, for instance, let's say guy A is a really great bed partner, really hot, really good sex. Let's say guy B is good friends and not the A. But both of them really actually just want to use me for sex. Not use me, but just want to have the sex. I would pick guy B because he's my friend. I think, there's invested feelings or caring or friendship, even if I don't like him like I like, even if I don't like him like I want a relationship, do I make any sense yet? I'll pick him out of some niceness or loyalty or something. And I don't want to do that. I think if I'm not going to have a relationship, then I want to have good sex with people that aren't my friends. And I want my friends to be my friends. I am a romantic at heart, though. I want the butterflies. I want to see the person who gave me butterflies again. And if that doesn't work out, I will wait for butterflies again. Because I think there's a lot more to a relationship. And I know it has to develop into, it'll change, grow, and you have to be able to be friends with the person and have things in common and yada, yada, yada. But you also have to have passion and kindness and compassion, but you have to have attraction and butterflies. Because if you don't, then what's the point? You may as well just be friends. Or fuck buddies. Excuse my language. Yeah, see, fuck buddies, it's different than friends with benefits. I don't know. You know what? The whole thing, I can't believe I'm even talking about it. If you knew me 10 years ago, yeah, I was in a relationship 10 years ago. Let's say, roll it back to when I was 19, just before 9. I was a virgin till 20, so roll it back to then. I never would have thought that I'd be a slut. That's how it's termed when you're a woman. If you're a guy, it's a little different. They're allowed to have rules for women and double standards and stuff. And I've learned that real quick. I learned that in one instance where yeah, I've learned that, which I keep learning that now and then, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. But you know, there's a lot of, you know, at least women nowadays can have, like, at least we are aware that we can physically enjoy sex, whereas there was a time period where women couldn't or didn't, and at least we're able to talk and write about it. I just wish that there wasn't a double standard. For instance, I think I might even post it. There was this guy who responded to the dating ad I had a while ago, and then he changed his mind when he saw that I had photos in my Flickr stream where I am topless. And I had done these, you know, I was trying to convey a message in them. They weren't just tit pics. I was trying to convey a message which was, you know, received by many and understood by some. And yes, of course, other guys just jerked off to it. Whatever, you know, that's whatever. But that wasn't my intention when I did them. He looked at the photo stream and assumed that's not the kind of girl I want to date, which is fine. He's allowed to have his own ideals and morals and whatever. I post a different ad later, you know, about just casual something sexual, and I get an email from him, and I said, well, you're interested in that? And he's like, well, yeah, because it's different, and I wouldn't date a girl that would show her breasts, but you know, I have no problem giving her, you know, giving you this, you know, doing you, but I wouldn't date you. And that's just where it comes down to. I'm thinking, holy crap, you know, when I do get into a relationship, I do want the sex to be important. I want the person to know me as I am whole, you know. And up front, at least I was up front about who I was. When he reacted so negatively to me before, and even then, in his stance, you know, I think you're trash, but I'll do ya, which is, you know, common. No, he didn't say that, but I would never date you, but I would do you, because, you know, I just think that that's a very common thing, and I even saw it in my last relationship where, yeah, I saw it in my last relationship, the double standard, very much, and I just think it's destructive, and it's not like it's new either or old. I'm reading a book of letters. See, I'm going into another topic. This is going to be a million minutes. I'm reading a book about of letters between a couple. I know the one person's name is Duff and Diana Cooper, and they had quite an interesting, open relationship regarding sex when she would live overseas, and that she had lovers, but she would be jealous of his, and yada yada. It's very interesting. But they loved each other and were married till the end, and they very much loved each other. And this is back in the early 1900s, going into the 19 teens to onward. And I just think it's funny that I wonder what is changing, or what has changed, in that were people more open then? Probably not, but maybe people are always the way they are, and it's just a matter of how much is out there in the media, or how much we're talking about it, as to how our perceptions are, and if they shift back and forth depending on the dynamic of, you know, the political atmosphere. I don't know. Maybe. All I know is that I've rambled long enough, and it's gonna be a crappy thing to try and turn this into some sort of video that can be watched. I'll have to cut it to pieces.